Hi guys, welcome to another Gamescom video. I've been quiet for a while purely because I've been catching up really in Final Fantasy, and I was doing a lot of stuff in Diablo that I couldn't really make any videos that would be any different to what other people have seen. But I wanted to make this video about the flying chocobos, or the flying mounts, purely because I think there's a little bit of confusion with it. When you start through the Heavensward missions, you'll get to a certain point where you unlock the flying mounts, and you think, well, I've unlocked the flying mounts, now I can use them. Well, you can't. And you can only use flying mounts if you do all the main story quests, and you have to do them in each and every map in order to use them. Now there's a kind of a progression system. Now you get to the 18th quest called Divine Intervention in the main storyline. Once you've done that, that's the mission that unlocks the flying chocobos, or the flying mounts. Now once you've unlocked it, that means nothing. You have to carry on, and the first map you're going to come to in Western Korthos is the first map that you're going to be able to unlock the actual ether currents that you can then start using. But this is where the most frustrating part comes into it, and this is why I wanted to make this video. You have to literally do everything in that first map, and then the second map, and then the third map, to unlock that area. So each area you go to, you unlock it, but it's not literally until you have done everything, including all of the main story quests and side quests, and unlocking all the ether currents in that one zone before you can start flying in it. So if I show you what I'm talking about, if you go to the actual travel section, you go to ether currents. Now as you can see here, Korthos Western Highlands, attunement complete, and that means that I can fly in this area. The next part of the map that I'm on, the DRAVANIAN Forelands. Now you can see there you've got 10 green squares and 5 yellow squares. Now you can see I've still got one that's red. Now that red one is pretty much the last story quest, the main story quest in that area. So even though I've unlocked everything else, I'm not going to be able to fly in the DRAVANIAN Forelands until I've done that very last thing. So you have to really push on with the main story quests in order to unlock side missions as well to do this. So I'll just show you what I mean. If you now look at this mission I'm opening up, you can see there on the right hand side, ether current. So once I've actually completed this mission, it will then give me that last ether current. That is what I need to complete the next area, the DRAVANIAN Forelands. Now because I've already unlocked this area, as you can see here, now the first thing that you get to fly with is a black chocobo. So if you unlock the black chocobo, what you do literally on the controller, you just jump up in the air and you start flying. Now this is absolutely fantastic once you've actually been in one area. The advantages are really good for doing things like the daily hunts. Also, if you look at your map, let's say there's a fate I can join, you just go straight to it. It's fantastic. It really opens up, but you do have to come back to a map in order to get the luxury of this. And you can just hover above whatever you want to do. It's really good. Now for gathering, this is absolutely fantastic for gathering. You got an unspoiled node, you just find it on the map, you fly straight to it, and that's it. Hey presto, you're there. It's bang on. All you do is land, get up your chocobo. So what I'm going to do, now I've showed you, as I said, on the ether currents. So what I'll do is once I've actually unlocked the one on the DRAVANIAN Forelands, that will then allow me to fly in the DRAVANIAN Forelands, and I'll show you me unlocking that and what it does. And then when we get to the next map, that will then be that will be then a place that I can show you how to unlock all the ether currents, because there are 10 different ones that you go around and collect manually, and the other 5 are from the side missions. Now if you look in your inventory, once you've unlocked the flying chocobos, you're going to get something called an ether compass. Now the ether compass it's in the mission part of your backpack. All you do is you click on it and it will tell you where the next one is. It's either you actually do that, or you can use a wiki page which has already got listed all of the different ether currents. Now that's what I've been using, so I will actually list that in the comments below. So you could actually just go straight to that and it will give you a list of all the different ether currents on the map. You can go straight to them, unlock them, and I'll also list the missions. It gives you a list of all the main story quests and the side missions, which will unlock the other ether currents, as I showed you on the ether current thing there. The ones with the yellow squares and the red squares on the top, they're the ones that you need to do the side missions and the main story quests in order to unlock. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead, and once I've completed that, I'll get back and start recording the next part. I'll see you soon. Okay, so now I'm back after doing that final mission on the last one. I don't really want to show you anything. I don't want to give away too many spoilers. So come to turn in the new mission. And you can see now that we've got the final piece of the ether current for the DRAVANIAN. So I can actually go back to DRAVANIAN and fly there. Now you can see here, DRAVANIAN FORELANDS Freebird. DRAVANIAN FORELANDS ether current attunement complete. Brilliant. So now when I look at the ether currents, you can see here that I've now got that one complete. That means I can fly there. So I'm going to have a quick look at that because I haven't even flown there myself yet. But before we go anywhere, I'll just pick that mission up, so I don't lose track of the missions. Okay, so let's go there straight away. Teleport, DRAVANIAN FORELANDS, Starfeather. So now you can witness flight in a new area. Awesome. I think it's a really good thing they introduced it. I don't like the way they kind of drawn it out so much for each map in particular, but I think it's a fantastic thing. It really is. I mean, once you've actually unlocked an area, it's really, really cool. So, I can now use my own chocobo, because I've unlocked another mission, which I'll go into briefly. Jump and fly. Whee! This should be a nice place to fly around as well, because you've got all these fantastic trees, all the canopies of the trees. So how cool is that? Come into a bit of nice sunshine as well. So there you go. So you can imagine the advantages. I mean, you can see here on the ground level, you've got all these kind of little cliffy bits and trees. The advantages of being able to fly from one area to another. You know, once you come back here to do whatever you've got to do, it's really cool. But being able to fly in the game, it's just one of the greatest things they've introduced, surely. Okay, so now we've had a quick look at flying around in our new area. What I'll do is I'll go to the actual new map and I will show you how that we actually go and unlock ether currents. I'll only briefly do it just to show you how it progresses, and then you can get on and do it yourselves. And at least you'll know exactly what is entailed with unlocking the flying mounts and how to progress with them. So let's go to the next area. Okay, so now you can see I'm in a new area. There's a place called the Churning Mists. So first things first, make sure I attune myself to the aetheryte so I can actually get back here. Now, I'll show you the examples of how you unlock the ether currents. You know, as I said before, if you go into your inventory, scroll through to the very end, you've got this ether compass. So if you chuck that up in the air, it says compass, detects a current 187 yards, blah 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 blah. So you can either do it that way or by using the wiki, as I'd mentioned. So I've looked at my map. That's one at 30, 35. 30, 35. So if I put a mark on my map here, that's one there. 36, 26. That's miles away. 34. So what we'll do is we'll go over to this one here, and I'll show you how it goes with actually unlocking them and what you're looking for. And then that'll be the end of this. Just got to figure this map out because I'm new to it. Where are we going? Up here. Don't really want to show too much, obviously, with not giving away too many spoilers, but I'll just show you quickly one of the ether currents, how you unlock it. Then you'll know for the rest of the process about actually unlocking them. Now, where was I? So it looks like I've got to go up and around there. Now, as I said, some of them are linked in with side missions and story quests, so you have to crack on with that. How am I going to get up there? Interesting. Okay, well I can figure that one out there, so let's have a look at another one. 36, 26. 36. 26. Okay, so that one should be by the looks of it. If we can figure out the map. Probably get attacked and killed by everything. They look enticing dudes. Can I get up around this way? Interesting looking map. It's full of massive boulders. How are we going to get up here? Go on, chocobo, jump up. Right, here we go. So there you see it. So you can see this is what you're going to be looking for when you come to unlock all of your ether currents. Now these are the ones that you can unlock that aren't bound into side missions or story quests like I showed you a minute ago. So if I can get in there without him chomping on my butt. Arachosaur. So there we go. So now if I go and have a look on our travel map, ether currents, you can see here. The next one, the churning mists, I've just unlocked one, so I can go around and unlock the rest now. And then carry on whilst I'm doing the side quests and missions to unlock the rest of this. So, hopefully that has now helped you understand exactly how the flying mounts and the ether currents work. Now before I go, actually, I did mention about being able to unlock your chocobos, your different mounts, including, you know, the fat chocobo chicks to fly. Well, that's bound in with another mission. When you get to level 52, there is a mission called I Believe I Can Fly. Now this is only unlocked after you've done the 30th quest mission, the main storyline, where the chocobos roam. Now once you've done that, you will get a mission called I Believe I Can Fly in Foundation at 711. You'll see it's down in the chocobo stables. Now I'll actually upload another video regarding that, and I'll just briefly chop it up so you can see that mission in itself. And once you've done that, instead of using the black chocobo, you could use your normal chocobo or the fat chicky chocobos. I'll see you guys again soon. Cheers, bye.